big improvement.
What do you think of Dr. Nkrumah?
He's doing well to our country, and I like him very much.
What do you think of Dr.
Oh, I like him the same. Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, I like him.
What do you think?
Oh, I don't like him.
Why not?
Because he's about to be a dictator.
He wants to be a dictator?
Yes.
What do you say to that?
I like him.
You think he wants to be a dictator?
Yes, sir.
You do?
No,
sir. What do you think?
Please, no, sir. I don't like to be a dictator.
But what do you think about Dr. Nkrumah? Do you think he wants to be a dictator?
Please, no, sir.
What do the rest of you think? Do you like Dr. Nkrumah or not?
Yes,
we all like him. You seem to be a bit of a minority. What do you do for a living?
I am a photographer.
What, with still cameras?
Yes.
Have you ever seen television? This film is for television.
Actually, I have not seen it personally, but it's just in cinema.
You don't do any work, do you?
In family school.
Do you work hard at school?
Please, pardon?
Do you work hard at school?
Please, yes, sir.
What do you work hardest at?
English.
English?
Yes.
Well, you speak it very well.
Please, yes, sir.
Have you heard about this Russian thing which is going around the world?
Yes.
Have you heard about that?
Yes, sir.
This sort of thing going right around the world. What do you think about that?
It's man-made moon.
It's what?
Man-made moon.
Man-made moon. What do you think about it?
I think they just want to know if there's another Earth in the moon.
What do you think about Russians? Do you think Ghana should be more friendly with Russia or stay very friendly with Britain?
We stand friendly with Russia.
Do you? Do you not like the British?
We like them.
You like British?
Yes,
do you want them to be in the Ghana to stay in the family of British nations?
Yes, sir.
A new country.
Yo, abusuafoɔ yɛkyɛ obi biara, it's been long time in Babylon. Wa aba ha biara yɛsrɛ sɛ ɔbɛhyɛ page no. Na wama wɔn a wɔn nte yɛn nka no ate yɛn nka. Yɛkɔɛ yɛaba. Ayɛ pinso. Nti wɔ ha se a frɛ wo nua na ɔno nso mfrɛ ne nua. Na ɔno nso mfrɛ ne nua. Na yɛmfa agorɔ no nhyehyɛ so. Yɛkɔ yɛhu sɛ nkɔmmɔdie pii yakɔ so na nkɔmmɔdie no egu so a ɛrekɔ so. Enti waba me nua frɛ wo nua na ɔno nso mfrɛ ne nua. Na yɛni nkɔmmɔ. Ne fa comment ne to aseɛ. Yɛkyia Nana Sasu and Sir Max. Welcome, Prof. Thank you. Where have you been? I've been around and about. Enti no ni ekoso nyina ye hye background ya te de ekoso nti ene ye be biebie nsem no mu de amamo wo a wonte ase no obeti ase enti waba ha ye nkoto ewo Facebook enkoto 101 ewo YouTube me ka kire mo se monte ye nka na mo beti me nka je se enkwasiafo nyina akwa akoyi enkwasiafo epanyi na me de entia kese ekwa ama NDC constituency chairman awo mankran so honom no so ho ejabroni kobroni ye chiao ene Mr. Jekum ene adofo amo constituency mu nyina ye chiamo na ye de ani befa afom ye hu ne ye koso ho makoma so ale nsusu ye be de amamo afi ne ye be hye dwumadie no ase nti waba hase ya ye chia obi bia yekodan ho kakra wo kro na ye frɛ no Ghana no yakɔ yaba yakotwa C1 time yasan ba betom tu wa hase a hye na yeni nkomo bi na ye nkyerɛw mate sɛ conversation bi ɛkɔ so yɛse na tuka na de ndie na hemfa kosi hin na Paula Domokyerɛ ne de nkwase asɛm eba wiase bia no odi akyiri ɛna yate sɛ ye frɛ ne sɛ Nana bedi etu asante sisi no odi esika wie na odi ato yare ama no ho ono so kasa efa Kwame Nkrumah ene Kotoka airport de se ensem bebre ye wo ha on se ye yehu ade wo akiri yehu ade ne free akiri na ya kan to ye kan to wo wia na take years ansa na manfo timi aba be ka bi wote ase ade no ye kan to honom ye kato honom a nipa ne nti de ye kanase ba bibia akoto din no na afi ne nipa sori abededi mokai Same Rebbe Kevin Echo can 50 billion and I say $5 billion be $5 billion. That time 50 billion cedis. Ye kan 2020 November before some to ban ubia ante. 2 years later na Captain Smart they betina radio so any TV is not oye dede. Sa na ye kan ye. Me na metena has a platform we are so. That time na conversation in answer see. But about 3 years or 4 years ago, and I can say it doesn't make sense for people to travel far. Na omo bedru Ghana. Omo ate Kwame Nkrumah ho asem. Omo bedru Ghana na omo kohwehwe Kwame Nkrumah no a Africa nyina Pan-Africanist nyina eso ni mu no. Omo duru ho a na omo akwa kura airport bi. Sa airport ni ebusa say Edi and that's your friend say obi say Kotoka International Airport. No obusa say Kotoka no ase kire say omso we nipa din. Ni ase busa say enipa be ya yesi onu na otu Kwame Nkrumah no a wo twa ticket tintintin eba be tie ni ne ho nsem no. Na kire say akwa na mo projecting or outside no mo ba inside dia. Sa oye devil ene mo atume tu no na mo de the utu no din ato the first point of entry na Ghana ye nkwasiafo metna ha ena me kan ansa na omo be press conference ni ade nyina no omo ye tena ha tre de Nkrumah ye tena ha tre Ghana history ansa na Coup Anoche Frimpong se Kwame Anoche Frimpong also a lawyer or historian started say or can when you see me but one kika sansem no ye kika wie ya egintre no e na ono nso ba be dey oba be kire mo ye hu asem ni firi kire na e ba na ye ka kire mo. Does it make sense for people to travel Pan-Africanists to visit Ghana and the moment they step foot in Ghana they pass through a facility which has been named after an individual who toppled Nkrumah's government? It doesn't make sense. See the conflicting stuff, the conflicting history. Enipa no ye projecting it to America for Africa for obi opeso osua Ghana ho ade bia na ye de Kwame Nkrumah kire no. Enipa no follow say or call back to Ghana no akwa akohwehwe mu a oduru ho no mu a de otu Kwame Nkrumah no etutu ne opamo no no ono abeye hero. Eno ni bibi a reward ye de ma enkofo bi. Eno nene time na so a wo se yi sa reward ni free ho a amanfo ena enoma ehia Ghana no ebi ni Kotoka ye be chenyi ne din sa. But that time ana moteso na enoma ehia Ghana no na ebi ni say ye kofa party member edin koto university so a friend no Akenten Apiaminka University of DB bebre ni akope wan Tadam University wan yaba Charlotte's plan just say we need to be serious about history. Yes, and one wakan. Yeah, before mama hinsu ya nyanza o. Sa conversation we ba. Nipa no a enipa bi force di Kotoka on say yamfa kan ni di na ye yo ye di boni ni wie ne kofa obi din aba beto ade ne so. Meanwhile no Coup ni plan ni nyina ye plan no mensia. Sansem we ne ye ba ne ye beka amanfo nte ase. Hwe, let me state it emphatically. Ade bi koso e wo Ghana ho sisi. Do ma hene ne beka pe na me nuanom asantefo mo hwie da mo gina ne konso. But enyoma bi yo ho a ji obi a onim nyansa na obi hu asem no ne kese afiri akiri. Di onim nyansa no enne ebeye ne se ye kasetia ni kuo bi ntino onti ase. Saa ne share conversation we as ne nipa nti ase. Enne amanfo agitate se yensesa edino enfanko say Accra International Airport. There are great men and kofobi eye adwuma kro ansa na Kwame Nkrumah eba be president. Say yetimi de Kumasi Airport ediato Nana Ajimai Prempeh the second. Adenti na yentumi mfa Accra Airport no emfanto Osu Alata ehene a ne efre no ni Kwabena Boni the third ono Nkrumah beye Nkrumah nyina no sa ni Kwabena Boni no was extraordinary figure, was very instrumental. Ghana fan who die no at the height of the whole issue no sa ohene no ana ofi Osu Alata no onipa baako yeti the so-called mo crafting kofo bi say big six no there's and your history no so ye ni obi a friend big six bi e wom nkofo bi a omo ni pedigree na omo pese omo edi nneomi bi efore ye na omo di omo ko wura mu ko Frank Nkrumah ye say the big six ye ni bi a friend the big six bi a wo wiase se nya bodam semo a eye den oman note a ye di didwa the legal tender no yesesa nkofo mako 6 portrait editor so abodam 70 ubia pese wotena paper ne so bi meanwhile Kwame Nkrumah no mu ye dede hue and cry about Nkrumah or ye dictator or ye this or ye that onu ti ase ne ye poster we say ye stamp near the portrait atoso or kase ompe not a single immortalization project ye de koto Nkrumah anymore na efa ne ho a ono accept ye poster portrait say wo ko post bibia na ye de Nkrumah image atoso or say ompe edwumre bi na omo force na ama W.E.B. Du Bois mu nyina ba mu ansa na Nkrumah eje saade no hwe unim me hu conversation na ekoso no Kotoga save Ghana because Nkrumah was trying to be a dictator. Mo akasa asem no mu bia mo ya akohwefo ye nkwasiafo. Nkrumah single-handedly did not impose himself onto Ghanaians say opese or ye dictator. Unim history na ko ne kohwe parliamentary houses na e wo honum no. Say anasa wo de faafo na busa say Nkrumah obey lifetime president no anasa leader no Ghana parliament na ejitu mu ana Nkrumah na sorry one day eno ojitu mu Ghana nyina koye ade a ye friend referendum na UP National Liberation Council ene nko na omo mpe Nkrumah no se omo ye to aba na omo anwini pe obi awiem omo di omo wini dia obi anwie mu and into 2020 elections the course no NPP ni bia will never accept say election rigging because but 2012 elections there rigging cause because omo lose ye 2024 elections there manipulations cause because omo lose ye. This is the mentality of Nkophobia and Omotic Cronimo. Not a single thing in Nkrumah the target say or your dictator. And a yet true or no ankasano a force not the say Ghana. So ye cast will be a dictator, moon will be a dictator. Obi the idea for parliament. Wo JB Dankwa or no one constituency crowd went me and you anko parliament. Ye the idea ko parliament near kwa to swaba. Na parliament ajia to mo mo se Nkrumah impose ne ho e wo Ghana so se o ye dictator aden na Ghana ye historians ye nkwasiafo sa yakoya ba o yakọ bin ye ho wo Ghana ne yaba what you say yakọ bin ye ho ene ye de aba Wa wote bin na ya bin ya ho na ase no wote ase wa wonte ase nyame na mbekire wase ena wa okuta diabolic mindset nso a ye wa adwen se senya wo siti ombin ho na ase no me ma catch o wo history na wote honom no ye free book we book we a book about Asanteman unti wote ho wo ya Asantene unim history ye kokan na ye beka bi kire wa obeba be yidide wote wo ye Ghana ni unim history ye kokan na ye beka kire wa wo be yidide we di onim no onim no mo history a John Ejekum Kofo ebe troma am no enu nie Ghana at 50 akohwesem no mbe tro ye e de ma am yete ho na Paul Adomoche kwasia we da so te Ghana ho didi me ma try enti mo ya ade na mo nye successful anti mo nyai ma try say mutu nkroma no mo de kutukadi be kata nkroma di so mo ya enye ye why don't you guys stop and me catch Mahama NPP for no moto no mo yedede they will never come back to power unless maybe omo conform a different political party enti resetting agenda no a Ghana for catch them no sa nyoma we nyina be a part man has no nature what man has is history onipa ye nisu eni bobre bia sen ya yede ya bakosem na oman bia onim na bakosem bia yira enti mu fi say ye chichire economy ni yes aban ne ye ne economy NPP for no agitum say ene NPP for nyina e ka say ye yi ba omia ide be asem ne yekoka kire Ghana for economy mia me nua ba ko ka kire me say economy no ena ba omia de be campaign na say dollar no person de ba 2 cedis enye economy no ya build now no yesu ene ye bob bre ene ya bakosem no e wo se semu kina na enkwasiafo a omode omo nsa beka ya bakosem no yenhwe ni ensiesie minia mani mi chia baby a obia many mani ehia o airport mani one who say enkrofo no na omo pese omo se nkrumanti o ti video no ti video na me boy ansa na me se program na san hwebio de na enkrofo no pese omo ye no na mo ntia se ani mu san hwebio.
Since we had our independence, the country is moving on with big improvement.
What do you think of Dr. Nkrumah?
He's doing well to our country, and I like him very much.
What do you think of Dr.
Oh, I like him the same. Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, I like him.
What do you think?
Oh, I don't like him.
Why not?
Because he's practically a dictator.
He wants to be a dictator.
Yes.
What do you say to that?
I like him.
You think he wants to be a dictator?
Yes, sir.
You do?
No,
No, sir. What do you think?
Please, no, sir.
You
I don't like to be a dictator.
But what do you think
not,
about Dr. Nkrumah? Do you think he wants to be a dictator?
Please, no, sir.
What do the rest of you think? You like Dr. Nkrumah or not?
Yes,
We all
I
like
like
him. You seem to be a bit of a minority. What do you do for a living?
I am a photographer.
What, with still cameras?
Yes.
Have you ever seen television? This film is for television.
Actually, I have not seen it personally, but it's just in cinema.
You don't do any work, do you?
Is there any school?
Do you work hard at school?
Please, pardon?
Do you work hard at school?
Please, yes, sir.
What do you work hardest at?
English.
English?
Yes.
Well, you speak it very well.
Please, yes, sir.
Have you heard about this Russian thing which is going around the world?
Yes,
Have you heard about that?
yes, sir.
This sort of thing going right around the world. What do you think about that?
It's man-made moon.
It's what?
Man-made moon.
Man-made moon. What do you think about it?
I think they just want to know if there's another Earth in the moon.
What do you think about Russians? Do you think Ghana should be more friendly with Russia or stay very friendly with Britain?
Stand friend.
One the abrofone de omo journalists no. E buy no more conscientize Ghanaians. Hwe ye ma reasons, maybe ma reasons be. One who say when people don't have any justification, they will go as far as where they can get the moon to get stupid justification to prove their stupid points. Listen, you catch say Kwame Nkrumah so a dictator. You catch say Kwame Nkrumah say oppress or impose one party system. You catch say Kwame Nkrumah say or a friend say political, a friend say authoritarianism. You catch say Kwame Nkrumah say or the state nationalization of industries. Yebusao. Wa ukra phone. Me say the ma enkoto any loud silence media enkoto Kevin the ma ye hu no say ensem no ayebeba be ka kire wo no. Ofa wo phone pe na wo ko Google. Na wo Google ne out ha. Ensem na ye ka kire wo no. You will not see any different information apart from say one kasa why wa adwen say wa hu no kure no so wo nye dey. Why ho chicken tea wo mfa. Oko internet ne so a busa say China wo mame waje makola shop waje edum shop waje market circle shop waje kutukraba shop waje tamale shop no busa say oko China no China honum no the system ben omo practice omo practice one party system na che say ade na Kwame Nkrumah ye no enye bone wona wonte ase na wonim kon opese ode o man ne fa so na wo selfish interest na opese wo dane colonial vassals opese oye the prodigy or you like the vestiges I say opese abrofo ne ko na emom no nka abrofo no wo opese wo de efre bibi anglophilic wo like anka wo dobroni ntino broni nioma entna ho abra ye the year sofa Kwame Nkrumah say omma broni nioma ntna ho na broni nso hu se omma ne nioma tna ye krumu a ena ne economy ni bekoso akoso Kwame Nkrumah so say onti ase sa won de British journalist no onia enkofo enkudane ye wo na that time no ona na no wanyini ntina ono nye target na omo de shenkura ne tim say you took Kwame Nkrumah wi a near the same narrative we are to abonten na a carry a super nkura na dwen eno na besi ne a omo di 50-60 years a ye ne omo ti ho sisi no omo na journalist ni interview no nti omo dodo na jimi abodam oman na enkoso nyina ye omo 55 years omo 55 years ekono omo gu Ghana ho no about 90% ya bodam fo no omo gu kuro ni mo me na me ka kire wo ye man na enkoso no the way awo youth awo hwe me hu enioma nne no sa omo ma di 55 years ekono oka bibia kire omo nti ase say na abrofo ne ye omo some 60 years ago. On the 21st of April 1964 Ghana Parliament eka say yakoto aba ya ye referendum ai bibi awie ya gye atum ye be practice one party system na ye de na nye just socialist party system na ye scientific Nkrumah qualifying with scientific one say obusa nkra ne say mo pe Russia and say mo pe British in America because not that time no na Russia anu edin in 1949 na China for a year one party system inti Nkrumah who say no the way at na esi kono say yenso follow sa trend na ye be industrialize you crew yes ene ye penwuma e de ama ye mrante ne mabawa without industrialization how do you create jobs for your youth And without the state involving itself in industry, whatever pertains in industry, was a state, 100% aware of what is happening. So why, yes, sir, you cannot industrialize your country. Or mind be a industrialize be state no de na ho de na yede rem. Inti okoshe the 7-year development plan and Nkrumah draw from 1960s no to a friend say 1970s. Now asan started from 1970s to 1980s. And only eba betwa so. Oko ridi a Nkrumah call parliament na all said you also in or catch say uyo obi na odu sika akose outside Ghana be declare and yes I hwehwem ni hu a ye be confiscating your money na oye Ghana ni a you sika wo ba bia na fa be se Ghana no ni enfam build se nipa kase ya ni afa no time because that time na police commander John Halley one Anthony de Coup omo ne European country bi akodi diamonds ho nyoma enkomo omo aboa masa European company afa Ghana diamond free of charge enti no mu nim se omo return ya Nkrumah be so omo di omo koku jail ni nyina e ka ho ene ye de be se Ghana fo trimu se Nkrumah ye dictator. How can someone become a dictator abroad ya de parliament? Obi oye dictator no otimi de ade na opese oye ne parliament na dictator be nie. Obi oye dictator de nko hia parliament o. But omo na omo nye dictators na omo be tu Nkrumah ban gu ye no. 1960s omo tu Nkrumah ban gu ye no. En omo gu Ghana parliament en omo suspend the constitution. Omo no de omo nye dictators. These are the people. Odi ti asem no. De ono ye dictator no. Ono eye ade bia oye ye bia. Yesi oye dictator no or the Ghana parliament. Onim de nti omo se oye dictator no. Yen hwe the current situation ewo Ghana. NDC ewo super majority ewo Ghana parliament no. Enti say no se parliament pass emre bia. Ye beka se Mahama ye dictator anase Monkwa siade amudi ya Ghana for ama NPP for kwan ama omo anko parliament no. Na omo aye fast no ma betro history no ma be kikaton from mu ena Mahama ye dictator ena Mahama epeso osesa Ghana constitution. The siya me no tu say Ghana constitution no esesa say kim enye Mahama na asesa no the Republic of Ghana and Ghana's parliament na asesa no. Obi ansoma mo say mo numbers in reduce your parliament o. At the time Nkrumah was creating or Nkrumah did that referendum now, you see any one party system, no only president for life, no. There were CPP members or parliament and other political party members of parliament or parliament. Into yet then because Nkrumah was trying to be a dictator. Mentiasie mo amakosua government university anase mo PhD or governance anase government studies mu no mo meka nche me say ye obi leader bi de ade call parliament na parliament egitum a e ma na dictator na wasiafo na muti man ni mu ye ka we kire mu a na mpanyimfo abetena ho na omo ke kansemfo ene me hu se Kofi Bentel mo e de abase ya ye kutuka degree omo de ba ena kutuka degree ena NLC de ben degree kutuka hwan crest ena wan make kan kwase asem sa kutuka dia ye an act of parliament e de fa ne trust ti ne hwan nyoma ne de mo kwotwe ho abase edin ne ade ne ye de to kutuka no na ye part of enyoma bi a parliament hye na Nkrumah na oye one party system ne de na enye parliament ene seseye ɛna mo gyina so na mo de tu no ennioma bi a Ghana gyina so anase kutuka efrifa General Ankra any mensiafo gyina so ma ye de tu Kwame Nkrumah no saa nneoma no ɛna China for ya omo yiye mistakes wo no omo correct omo mistakes no eno na ama China China ne ene China one party socialist state China nationalized industrialization China accept external influences or interferences emma omo government or na omo governance structure mu sa ennioma nine week ene na Nkrumah fight against eno na opeso ogina so de build oman no na abrofo no hu nyansa no munim nyansa no mu se ye ma akwa we kɔ saa kwan no so a ebeye din se ebefa omo gold omo diamond omo cocoa Nkrumah te said the Mahama be gold board no Nkrumah tena asia no hu say companies are omo to cocoa no obiaba in separate names in their separate capacity na Cadbury for aba na we for aba na we for aba na we for aba o tena asia no say ye be Ghana cocoa board afi individual bia ntimi meton cocoa ye ne beto cocoa no every ye farmers ho ne abeton de amamo eno ne ma Ghana gina so a ebesi nne yetimi di cocoa ni koje syndicated loans no senken Nkrumah jai egumu ena ye nyina tu fry no bi eto ne dia obeye den now the single company timi akwaji $2 billion from the international market e dia ba be share o economy mu and because of the gold board that idea Mahama mo pick free the cocoa board ni side ni and no na aboa a strengthen for almost 2 years now ye ko 2 years money nam no dollar no dey ne homete and because of aban papa abadi Star Oil e pese omo tefu so a other OMCs any omo ko and Star Oil na ote yiso dodo inti afede yem pegi no baby what you say into a static conversation na ye kase ye kase Kwame Nkrumah na me kra de but duly Mahama e wo so sesa sa kutuka ne din efiri so enkofo a omo aye ade titiri wo de ama Ghana no enkofo a omo aye ade titiri e de ama Ghana no kutuka enye bi omen ho kutuka primary school kura wo ni krom you know akple wan ni krom wo voter okura eni kwan se ye di ebo kura to no because of a nation record just because 1967 oh ena reconnaissance barracks anase regiment ewo hu as it Moses Arthur Moses Yeboah mo eye se oma beye coup e die tu Every fa any kutakamo abanegu a shootout a course war Air Force Base war Accra airport hono eno wuye enu na ma kutuka wuye just because kutuka preventi say all my ntu coup makers no every fan ne general ankram enwu enti or fighting ma emu no odi wuye a ye de koche Moses yebo a any guys na omo yesa coup na anye successful no ene tese wu Air Force Base honum no ene omo ye ni statue see ho no omo de ne din to so eno no eye National Liberation Council for no a ene de kutuka din to so Ghana for ne cars ye mfa kutuka din to so enti Major Mahama nso ko wu apiazem nanke ye din dia kotukuro ni so ara se no all fight galamsey enti ye din dia koto so yanya bibia mfa nto a nation record said the first point of call first point of entry ye ka amanfo fi say na NPP nkwasiafo aba ebeka se anwunafo mo na moto abade ma NPP NDC ena mo ankasa na mo nipa na yeyi na fi mo no omo ba wiase on say na omo aya firi Kwame Kosi pen so besi ne. When they think they are losing the argument, yemfamfa tribe. Yeah, the fat tribe dia ye benya nkofo no. O de say yemfa nse Kwame Nkrumah ye de take afternoon. Enti yemfa yenkase yemfa bibia wo Ghana ye betimi de bibia ato Kwame Nkrumah. Yemfa ento Kwame Nkrumah. Ye di ni kwabna boni din to airport no so kra emfa so also because obi ba na ebusa say what the impact of ni kwabna boni. Ni impact ne say no amaka chen say ye che Kwame Nkrumah ko tu mu no. Ono ni ohene a the whole Ghana or sorry dina yes ye ni Kwame Nkrumah emma Ghana ni anto enyoma bia bi di fini kuru ma ba se obeto ama ono. Who is more powerful than ni kwabna boni? Of Osualata. Ni kwabna boni. A man for babe fight more or my Ghana no more wunen kwasiafo na yedi omudi tutu nyoma so. Na tiwa do dan kwatimi koye ne bast na odi akwa akosi CID for office. Se Iyoko for office. Na tiwa do dan kwa wa ye ne bast na odi akosi ho. Na Ekufuado do akwa koye ne statue di akwa akosi takrade. Na ubusa se Ekufuado die pa no ye ma Ghana ade ya obefa Ghana cedi no from say 3 cedis 80 pesos. No, they call 15 cedis. Or buy any CCC schools and obi jama and kan wura mu. Or buy any yesi hospitals no be jama and kan wura mu. Or buy any ye cocoa roast no be jama no koye or no kwa pedwan kwanta to chebi edie no jade aka no gu mu. Or buy na Ghana for a building omo ho as sweaty blood a pass it through the mill there be omo financial institution or buy no enkofo ni here 9 billion Ghana cedis and they are reviving financial institution no or some 23 billion to 25 billion ebegu na kwasi ampani we mo se yenkonko ye immortalize na echina bi no akura bi gina takra no hu Ekufuado statue no obusa se Ekufuado we dia na obeye ma Ghana dia na Ekufuado beye ma Ghana. Yes, obegu banks oma kama industry ona no ewuye osan jeje pensioner sika ema pensioners enye sika antoto nuru anom no wuye because o the tribe ene nkwase asem afa wani so ntino ye ka wonte ase o sorry a ye ka o history di akyere wa enam se nkoto mi betena ha se ya ma bodwe emfu dwene ni ntino me ka wuntie gese omo a kaka ye omu tirinwi omu ndi protein omu ni keratin papa proteins in omu DNA no proteins enimu papa nti adwene basa fufu omu de omu be kasa de amu betie internet 25 years kura na adwene adware no to betena TVs no kasa de amu betie ba me de me be ka de amu ntie because adwene ni mafono ho okay ya tie ne mo bebre ne mo bebre pa I'm telling you. Me say whether say Ghana for ni pew, say Ghana for ni mpew. Jo Mahama before say free akonya we so no. E wo say kutuka nkwase adi no, ye free airport ni so. Se yemfa obia nto so a, yemfa nto ekuro na e wo so na eno aye okay. But mimi nyansam de anke yemfa nto ni kwabna boni ofosu alata. Because eduma na akokora ne ye no, opanyin ye no. Odin henie to chacha. Enya nkofo a omo so omo tete kokko so na omo de omo fight for omo nko a. Ba we no odin henie ne to so se de besi bia ensi. Se mo anyi Kwame Nkrumah free prisoner. That was 1948 ho baby. Mo anyi Kwame Nkrumah free prisoner. Ghana obi no beto nyoma bi abrofo de de e de aba ekro. Broni nso ba bedi dwa opemfa so. Papa di nan si ho. Eno ne ma Kwame Nkrumah timi free prison by. And what are you guys talking about? Say ni Kwabna Boni and take sad draconian and drastic action no anka Nkrumah anke bi kra ya man a chance am an free prison am a contest elections. Ni Kwabna Boni. So what's in crime? Unim no. Ye consider see ye chenyi din no a omo e wose ye di omo din to so no. Ye kofa ni Kwabna Boni to so a na NPP ba power. Say omo so dae na omo dae no mu omo ba power omo etimi a chenyi din no dae mu. But in reality ne dey they should count themselves out of Ghana's politics. I am stay ye nko ba bia o. Me se yakobin ye ho aba. Na ya adwe na ye hye. Ya no aye nam. Ye ni aye hye. She. Sa stupid coup we ya. Sa kutuka eyeye. Oye coup ni wiye. Promises are UK ni US for any CIA de ma omo nyina omo ani so. Afina kutuka no kra wanu ne ho. Kutuka officially onu ne ho. Hwe. Ofi se asem Kwame Nkrumah kan ya bra na wo Conakry. Moses Arthur etri a champon mo yes en kombe akofa na ba no Nkrumah ka say I would never go back to Ghana. Nye Ghana for peno eno mo anya no. Asem Kwame Nkrumah kan no say ono no he will never go back to Ghana. Obone kuma say o say hey asem na me di musika ebo hu dawuro ade na me mpese ebesi ye tire Africa fo nyina nyansa miami mfikyire na sa nkwase ase wem asase, I will never go back to Ghana. Asema Kwame Nkrumah kan no. Kwame Nkrumah say on see Ghana be over his dead body. Ampa owuye. Na nkenya asem a onipa a wawu ame yesie no konakre. Yesi enti ehun ase. Ni asan akotu ni funu, ni akwa akosie no onglofo. Yesi yenti ase, ni asan akotu efunu kro na ni de aba be hye Accra. Na Yesu Kristo kro no awudi ni din. Sa na yesie no. That tells you how powerful, how generational, how special sa guy no oye. Na oral history ni bi hono a omo kan omo se abra o hye ne maami achi ne nsuo bi dangrofo ne maami tia nsuo akra ne seneti no o se ma otiafelezo otiase enzima na meka kire no chese watia fish so o se ma otiafelezo yekobusa na oma begina ho omo peso omutu na Nkrumah ye kanka nyame me be breaki code no say obi na ebusa Kwame Nkrumah ne drivers ni ba ko say Kwame ennioma a wo ye no ye dwen ho ye ntiase one time Nkrumah be develop sa 7-year development plan okofa a friend say a Caribbean be a friend no Arthur Lewis na British na training no ye economist na okofa an say ye bibini ntinka onfa nim de ne meboa Ghana na yemfa ntikyire ekuro no Arthur Lewis economic advice or the man no bia no tilted towards say a pro-European, pro-British and pro-American. And she says and Nkrumah tap into the economic prowess of Arthur Lewis na ono hankasa tenase no ahwemu na ode ne dia ka ho oka na waka che say Arthur Lewis we economist but yenye ade ni sei na Arthur Lewis ene ni di achi because ono the economic principles and the adwuma but Nkrumah so de some principles be out of the box principles the economic gurus no omontiase and no na China for use you know Chinese economists did not go hook line and sinker what they inherited or what they got from the Europeans or the Americans omo information na omo are tweaking to suit their culture, their mentality, their lifestyle. That is how we build nations. You don't copy things blindly. Nkrumah copy socialist mentality from Russia. Na ono no e tricky no de ne dia sim no afre no the scientific socialism. Onye no wholesale or pick the science aspect. And whenever people are dealing with issues through the science or going through the scientific approach nature say adieno or bonitimu pese or peso because anything that goes through the scientific approach, at ayede it me face the test of time. And the economic problems at the say Kwame Nkrumah Kong say enunti and ye could dear to no and ye this sati the dreams of Africa. The entire Africa, our developmental progress came to a halt. Our developmental agenda truncated, and up to now we haven't been able to get out of the doldrums. And Musa Ubiaba, whoever gets into the African economy, or play left and right, now power for the no ko. And Nkrumah ni enemy unya say Nkrumah wanted to revive Congo because Nkrumah who said Congo the natural resources or all the minerals or all the river bodies are able to power the entire Africa, electricity. And so here then the basin ne Congo. Aye. Nkrumah the soldiers called Bois, Patrice Lumumba, Congo. Nkrumah who nyina no. To be an side with Nkrumah bia yin free ho. Zambia for president and then Mahama so person or need the current president Kenneth Kaunda, Zambia. Obi a no person name Nkrumah team up bia no yin free system ni mo. And nam say a free fa any kutuka. Oni Kwame Twitwi aside my prempe the second no motena mensia no mo plan any two Kwame Nkrumah. Ye two Nkrumah wie no. From 1967 to 1969. Na economic woes, na economic problems na enunti a mosi mudi gina so etu Kwame Nkrumah na eda so ewo ho. Ti drama na ma beka na Kofo nso de ne ho abagim. Ti utie Kofo a nsem ni bia aya na Kofo mo keka ne de no kura wo hin. Kofo de no kura bi wo hin. Kofo de no kura mi hu. The video no kura hin afa. The thing say I didn't see some.
Policies and so on. So there was a mixture of the two, but that was the purpose of that book. And he was writing, he was at his desk within weeks of arriving in.
So as soon as he got to Conakry, he got busy.
Yeah.
He wasn't sitting down in the corner.
No, certainly not. No. And secretaries and cabinet ministers really called on him all the time. I mean, when they left the country on a mission, when they came back, they reported, as though he was a head of state. They had terrific regard for him in Guinea.
So the people in Guinea really, really welcomed him.
Oh, yes. I think there was this love of Ghana, really, because when they were in a tight spot, when they said the famous, secretary said the famous no, to de Gaulle, Guinea would not be joining the French community. They were very stuck because the French really were very mean. They even took the electric light bulbs out of things. They took everything away with them. And Guinea was poor. So they were in a spot. And Nkrumah was in a position where he could arrange for what was supposed to be a loan, but it was a gift really of 10 million, I don't know whether it was dollars or what, but anyhow, it tided them over. And I think the Guinea people never forgot it. And of course there had been the Ghana-Guinea-Mali Union before then, so they felt tied to Ghana in a way. They were terribly proud to have Nkrumah in their country.
So now, in terms of your work as his publisher, tell us a little bit about the setting up of Panel Publications.
Yes. Well, I have mentioned that, he was stuck for a publisher after the coup. So when he'd done the manuscript of Dark Days in Ghana, I was out there, by the way, in June. Yes, he arrived in Conakry in March. I was out there in June.
The coup was in February '66. By March, he was in Conakry.
That's right.
And you were there?
In June, yeah. Okay. Because he was already... and also, you see that his book, Challenge of the Congo, was in process of publication at the time of the coup. And he wanted to do a new preface for that. So he sent for me that in June, and so I was out there. Yes, he was going. The question of a publisher was a problem because there was literally no company. So he asked me to find out what it would cost to set up his own publishing company. Because he realised, I think, that if he'd been dropped by Heinemann and Nelson, there wouldn't be another UK publisher, because he was not supposed to be in power anymore. Total underestimation of his political stature, but never mind. That was very common in those days. So I found out it only cost £100 to register a company. In that case, if you can print, you.
Oti nyoman bi kakra na me pensem bi akofo boy no, but I think say video na me see me mepe e de abrem later. So enti me nuanom conversation no amanfo be dede because yenya yi kutuka din ni free ho no mo a omo ni bibia ka wo Ghana ho bio. Me say mahama pewo ompewo edin no ye besesa no edino ye besesa no ansa na obe free so awe free so almost din sesa ento aduane ma Ghana fo ni ye be chom say eto aduane this time se ne ento aduane a anke yankwa anko sesa universities din amfa party for edin ankwa anko to so hwe na me ka no na afi mi sa be break asem bi on say after 60 sound naba na okay I think it's a sound naba yeah Mfanche me. Sound no see me sure say about yeah, aba. You see them. The devil can never be, the devil is always a liar. Yes. Yes. Sound naba mo mami hu yeah. Okay, kwabna kusi say sound naba yes. Eda say. Say a disconnected wa say inti mo fanche me. Thank you. Me da say pa say mo e follow enema na ye no. Yeah. Na me ka bibi ma mo antini you know. Na me ka bibi say enoma bi o a yaka na ye history no e wo se nkoto me ba na me bi chirim. Sisi aban papa ba. Aban papa ba me se ye nka bibi amfa economy ni ho. Sisi aban papa ba no yentna ho ma enkwasiafo engu aban ho fin te se dia manfo gu Kwame Nkrumah aban ho fin no. That time no na a news outlet bi enti panyi a woda ho no ono nko akodi sika ne ensesa na busuafo de o metna England a ne wadi bone na wadwane ne busuafo na otilon omukọ ene me ba life a me nya viewership live esen GTV me ba me nya live esen GH1 me nya manfo sen GH1. We are in the era obi tena ne dem eye alpha hour obia fa wo shekere na oye no na akuku down asofo fi say aya agro na Elvis Ajimana odie until 2025 31st December akwani sheki ensofo bi mo asofo bi mo a omo fi se omo nko an kasa epun no omo ntumi enfele Accra Sports Stadium ne mada but Elvis Ajiman aka the chief Afarian etimi feel Accra Sports ni nyina e ma hu nyina bo ma e ma ni make history. This tells her the era na ye wo obi ntumi mfa adwen fi bi mfa mese utrim wankasa no abɔ wa ohopo wabɔ wa adwemu po se obegye adi. In this time no GTV director ontumi nkoji sika mfiri broni ho emetreg na for the Ghana for ntie isanse ye betna ye dan kituo mu ye kitchen ye bedroom ye mpaso ni aka the true history of Ghana for 1966 ebesi time o tampon beji oman no na Nkrumah factories ni na no na about 80% no na egu a ne sane ye saman ne sisi ho from a tampon so a oye so obe revive no nsusu no na eka ene boni amanfo adi a omode adwane akodi exile no na ade na sa be white elephant ene sisi ho enti a tampon try an eno ne ma jeje be yesa diversity implementation program no says ade no ebebo ye card ya ye ntonfo na emese oman ne koma oman ne meboka enkofo no a omo se eni kwan se aban ede ne ho ge industrialization mu no gege bai e na o se okay de moka no ye de be ye adwumanti no ye ba be ye diversity gege ye diversity ne so a na sankofo kro no a omo ka Nkrumah asem no se Nkrumah e de aban sika ana aban ne de ne ho hye industrialization no sankofo no asanse gina abegu facts sankofo minim nipa ne adwen a ye de bo mo adwen a ye de say oman omo ye E1 but adwen a ye de tichire oman omo ni bi enti ebre bia omo be di oman so no omo mfi so no na omo create problem buzia ne shaase buzia e champon betu no na buzia a create problem e de ato ho de ama oman no Kofo a free so 2009 no na Kofo a create economic problem at the toward the amount mills. On tiasi on. Se what how economy a adwuma Kofo hu se nanimu begu ase no ye fast and no t zeros ni bi edi free sika ne so. Na okohwe redenomination na oka now say what is redenomination? Redenomination doesn't add any value to your money. What it means is that it projects your currency and throws to the international community as if your currency has value, but it is superficial. And but imuno and yes, now criticize problem neto. Health insurance at JJ aye pilot na omo implemented 1999 omo catch Ghana for say enyi omo buy no and omo yes omo implement we ya omo implement ni omo entimi anye law so kra e wo parliament am fan tie adechi atamels ne buy no be laws at the back your health insurance structure no Kofo ekono no de nsa cancel full line kwan wa mpa hu sika anto ho o se yemfa Ghana government sinenye Ghana government ni sika no wahi Kofo ekono na wa increase adwumayefo aketua ono de one try so bitua na de share Professor Tamils kon eno ja ho eno koye say ni problem ade bia NPP for eba history e repeat Mahama eba the second time all by your problems ni a car na Akufo Adomo abodi egu ho a omo sori a omo ja ho eko odine sa akoka agenda 111 ene hihimem eni se woba na wanya na kwase bia betena ho ena obi hye agenda 111 ase ene wanye ene waja ho adwuma NPP for from time since time immemorial the omodi afa so na make kire ho no Tinkroma na okofefa an experts ombeye survey eye Aboso glass factory Bonsa ties Commander sugar factory any ade na entimi endi 5 years or the free akonya no so na mo be dey and ma run ade na mana yi no single factory of Nkroma and it me year continuous production for 10 years na we economist obey then we ready the progress and the trends of event are Bonsa ties I didn't run it consistently for 10 years. So that you study the progress, the production progress. No. To where then we in this same you catch will be say like economic historians and year by year production history a course of all Nkrumah factories no historian no be to me because Nkrumah no see factory no factory ni bi ho a commission me say any 1 month and you two ni free akonya so sa de na Nkrumah ye na amanfo say or getting itself involved in industrialization nationalization of industries no pick your phone and ask Gemini or GTP say no omo practice nationalized industrialization and or catch a yes the Chinese government is heavily involved in industries China and no enama abisa omo tumie dey e produce at a cheaper cost omo control bibia enne ya titifu also NPP for no agina bontin e catch him say ya tifu also dollar of form enso nyoma boarding adentia enipa na wo se ma aban mfa ne ho nse enwuma mu no na amfa ne nse nyoma wu mu obedia control price on nipa no o say awia oh yeah the palma no obawa begyina be catch you say enye de ne yenso a no kro na be catch you say aden we sankofo no ne from NPP fo de obeye no wiase bia no enso omo ani omo se gese omo na eye ye de ade no mo nso a omo ntumi nye me na me catch mo 10 NPP fo no omo ho asem na me catch no I'm fine. Julie Belinda Obri. I'm doing great. Asem na make catch no. NPP4 UP fraternity. The coup that changed Africa. And who asem no. And it didn't change us for any good way you intend to. Coup na a change Africa ma Africa destiny assay. And this is the reason some of us, whenever we sit in front of the camera and then we talk about Nkrumah and some other people who said um, in the same principles and ideals of Nkrumah, no, the conversation tends to be a bit sad and worrying because say ye ma akwane de n'adwen ɛyɛ nneɛma nka bi a nka Ghana atwam asen sɛnea China, Vietnam, Singapore ɛyɛ no. Lee Kuan Yew one time made a statement that yes, we didn't get everything right, but the mentality and the behavior, the attitude of the black man is that the moment the black man put his or her hand to a particular thing, they don't think about failure. They always think about success. And in that way, you never be successful. Whoever doesn't create a little space for failure in their plans have signed their warrant for destruction. Ye bibi na create any chance bia say ade na woyɛ no onso betumi afeli o ɛno nti na bibini ɛkɔ no ɔkɔbɔbɔ na bruni hyɛ no bruni ahyɛ no kra wɔ se bruni asisi no ɔkɔbɔ boxing wakɔdi banku ɛne nkruma na ne yɛmu hwie nti ontimi nya ɛyinyɛ ɛna walusu why dehydrated ɛne abɔ na hwe yɛ bɔ ne hwe wie ya ɔse ɔnte ase sɛ unanimous decision ade ya bruni ɛmpɛ bibini asɛm ɛna wasisi because in the dictionary of the black man there shouldn't be failure ɛno nti na yɛ society no obi wu pɛ ɛyɛ obi na ɛku no ɛnyɛ ne mistake obi wu a yɛbɛnya obi de ahyɛ no saa yɛ no ti anka Nkrumah ewu no ɛni kwan sɛ Nkrumah yɛ mistake na ɔmo no a yɛsi yɛsua ɔmo anamɔ no yɛbusa sɛ ɔmo no ɔmo yɛ mistake anaasɛ ɔmo nyɛ bi those we are learning from, those we are copying from, they make mistakes. So why can't we also be allowed to make little mistakes? And life without mistakes mean you will not learn, there wouldn't be progress, and there wouldn't be any advancement. How do you justify your advancement if you don't meet failure along if you don't fall? But the problem is After falling, you try to build yourself up, build yourself up. Sanya yeno. But enkofo fi se enkroma beje oman no. Anka wo se anopa bia na mana eto firi soro fom. Ewia na fish ato. Enwure na bankuni fufu ato. Wa bodam ti na odwen sa. Charlotte, ose untimi mo abrewa. Untimi nya kokora wo Ghana. O ya abrewa obo akokora pe. Na wada ne benfo. Because ye no ye acceptive rates. Ye impe weakness. But ye nso aye nwin papa. Inti nkroma eye evil because enyoman bia na ye ne nipa da sane ntiase. Enyoman bia na nkroma ye na eso se nipa da sane bi adwen ne nyansa. Ti on tiase. But san nyoman na ye chastise criticize nkroma no ye vilify no san nyoman no na China any Korea for e fast wa ya ene ama Korea, China, Japan omodi ye. If you read the economic progress, economic history of Korea, there came in their history the government or the leader dole out monies to certain people. Krana omoyen in namfuno. No more certain businesses. I know him say businesses no in the long run was going to be profitable business to help the entire country. No, omo disika massa companies no aye to omo din the chairballs. Go and read the Korean history. Samsung, LG, and all those companies, and they were part. Some people hold the idea that they were friends to those leaders at the time. But at the end of the day, whether they were friends or not, they utilized the money to the general benefit of the people. Watching magic, watching mattress, and all those who go forward, omo metre yemu. Ni omo dwane free omani mu. Ni omo di Ghana fo sika ye sika ye de boa omo se omo fantre omo no de na omo di ye na ye hwehwe omo di dwane ye eno de na bi omo meka de omo papa no ye mfa nkyere mo but omo beka de afoforo no papa no ye editi a omo papa no akyere mo but de omo no papa ye diti a afoforo no de bi. Oh, yet JB Dankwa Koto, detention without trial. Detention without trial was not foisted on Ghanaians by Nkrumah. It was the act of parliament. It was act of parliament. Akweje and Co. ni wa wenginano. Ekufu adu na ankasa papa emu kudi asem na omo say sankofo na ye omo adwen se nkomi Kwame Nkrumah. Ye try Kwame Nkrumah bomb attacks over 8 times. To the extent, say, it got to a time one day the Young Pioneer movement had met in Accra, one big house called the Lucas House. Ewa Accra. And Kudao, the Young Pioneer, for no Asia, a man forcing Nkrumah ebe baho, or nene mame Elizabeth Yaniba, ebe baho ntino, yan two bomb mfenkuno, omo two bomb no detonate yeno. Ene ma akoda ba ku free, na akora ba ku ti window ano. I think second floor. Abronsan so. Bomb ni detonate is na akra ni free abronsan be hwe from. Lucas House wa akra Lucas House. Akra be hwe na niti. Hwe honum na niti mu pai na adwen pigu abon. Just because one called Nkrumah was their target, they wanted to completely obliterate Nkrumah from the political scenes. Ghana. Any all the allegations, dictatorship, political authoritarianism, corruption, and then the third one here, external interference, UK, US, and the CIA, you know. But how were they able to penetrate through some of our own people? No, Monsieur Omiye Ghana for no Ghana, no. Omo and the mastermind the truth of Nkrumah. after everything, the conclusion of everything in Ghana say they all regret and they didn't know the direction to take the country. Tidiama yedi hiane no. The stupid political gap from 1965, 1966, up until 1978. From 1966, yetu nkruma no, eba ya incessant coups, etwa soa, ebesi 1978 a yetu a champon. If you know, into sa period na, sa time na Korea, Japan, China na almost so economic mistakes no ma corrected. Sa timing from 1966 to 1970 no. 70, a friend say 8 no. How many years now? Into about best 11 or so years. Na Ghana in nimni adi life na bibia jiagu. Into sa period na. Na Ghana for shasi two kwan called Nigeria. And the file that time na Julius Berger, engineer from Germany, no was starting year contractor kesiye in Nigeria. Into that time, no, ukra plane ticket in kwa unyefa okoto pan no okoye we ewo ho a ofa ho apa na wo de atwa ticket na call East Germany. Udru ho a no akodi wakodi adru. And the far one two more BC that bloom munyanya bi ko in the 80s no, because na Ghana a kwana Kwame Nkrumah pija yesi so no na money and a lot of people akusku esua ade because of the some hatred bi a omo papa no de share omo mu na omo antiase na omo nso besi ne omo nyoma adwen so mbetiase nti no and na omo de sa hatred no person almost passing on Eddie Maye near the time Kwame Nkrumah emfa. Mr. President, you and your family know Nkrumah very much well. Say, any kwan say yetna ho ma a nation record like kutuka edin that the first point of entry. Gate the door ani be remu abakro nim no. Your mind bofodin and you remwaba no me de maye. We have to change this stupid name. We are not talking about to be through chrome. If kutuka through chrome, Kwame Nkrumah susu if you be chrome, and as be susu free Kwame Nkrumah chrome. We are talking about and no me. And Nkrumah they were these 4 countries. Ana Ghana ni omobo. We mentioned Japan, we mentioned Mexico, we mentioned Spain. Today, Ghana, Spain, Mexico, and Japan. And another Ghana ni compete na Korea ni Malaysia ni kura no ma. Na Korea ni Malaysia no ma. Na ye kan Ghana, ni ya kan Japan, ni ya kan Mexico, ni ya kan Spain. Spain na man for fan susu kono. That time na Ghana di. Mimi na kachire me say na that time no so an omoko Kumasi Central Market na ye ni bibi say o koto vegetables oto pepper, oto eggplant and a garden eggs no ato tomato no ato we there be okwa or say ya boa ni nyina no o peke no atua kana de ko because they know say untumi mfa tomato nko anya aduane untumi mfa pepper untumi mfa onion untumi mfa garden eggs nko anya aduane enti no reasonably no obedru ho no na o ma boa ni nyina no enti say bia 10 pounds na watua ana 10 cedis na watua na wa pick vegetables no na how they call a beso a family of 4. That was the kind of life ana Ghana for no mo live e ba ne say and na ya retrograde Massive retrogression we yabasa. The conversation can go on and on, no, but the true history, no, ebe can't check Ghana for no. So Paul Adomochi now papa is so genia. It doesn't mean say onim Ghana history, no. Ye history ayi nim no. Ya say JJ ene ne yere omowu. Amanfo sorry amusi JJ the plane efa Adome Bridge na se. Enye JJ na de plane fa Adome Bridge as you. Eya kwa bi a ye friend Kojonu. Monti ni dinda. Kojonu na de plane no. No ni je odi plane fa Adome Bridge na se. Kojonu. What did you with that? The onim no onim. Ye friend Kojonu. Mu history no. Nkofo di omo pesa mo mote no no mo ka kire mo. What Kojonu da? Unti da. Obekwa kwa history books ni mu nyina so hu. But ya yenim ni yenim. Enyoma ya tena hase ya ka kire mo no. Anke ya jimuska anka mumu ntimi ntwia. By for love of country. Enye God o love. Mine don't ya. What one nkofo na me call Ghana me te wono me hwe omo sei saa na say me te de akoso abs on my way pant ni papa ye na adwen say obi ka chem say on mine be na am say yes on mine be but say ya ansesa ya adwen ne a adwen we na ya timu ne no eno an ye de kochena
The good thing about social media is you should be very careful what you tweet or say because it will come back years later to haunt you. I saw a relative of the president in 2016 had calculated how much I had added to the public debt. And he came to some 28 billion or something like that. And then he divided it by 30 million Ghanaians. And said that I have caused every Ghanaian to owe 1,700 Ghana cedis. So I took my pen and I did the same calculation. And his cousin, the president, has added 7,000 Ghana cedis debt to every Ghanaian. Just in 4 years, Ghanaians, have had 7,000 Ghana cedis added. To put it in proper context even, by the time I left office, if you added the total public debt, then from Nkrumah till I left office, we had lumbered Ghanaians with a debt per capita of 4,000 Ghana cedis. And then in 4.5 years, his cousin has added 7,000 Ghana cedis to the 4,000. That puts it in even better perspective for you.
Asemna na eka no. Hwe officially ye pesi yi free so. But unofficially no. Kotokani din kra na na me boarding pass kra we fa. Oh, unfortunately them say me dey ato bin mu. Uhu kotoka wo so ACC. ACC Accra Oh, to ticket na ACC na wo boarding pass ni so. No ticket no. Ye ntro kutuka no kra nse so. Because enkwasasem ye mouth the correct history no na obi gina nten tu mfuturo agumani na mo eno na asa mo pese mo di etire. Nnuano NPP fo asem de enya nkan yo na ye kase ye ba NPP fo asem ba omi a aba se strategy na ye boy no ye said that ma NPP fo ni bufu ye so that ye loud silent media for ne beka say Kennedy intina mo de ye ho abufu no mo jai Kennedy no makoto de amaba omi a na strategy no afa na mo de ato amaba omi a na ye behwe se ba omi a no obetimi adi enkomo afa the economy of Ghana ho a ye no ya adwene so ye catch yourself fami memfami ye catch yourself memfami ehon na wo so be fa ye because all the religious thing na Kennedy Japan ni asofu no be ye no obetimi the one statement akasa na sorry for nyina de a che no ye ntumi mfa bibia about economy se Kennedy Japan kon because or making any economic statement bia grievous bia e betimi e dey abo ye yan say ena mahama oye kwase a eno no obetimi aka say oye sorry Ghana for the beche no but eneno the conversation no a ye dey koto aba no the economy and the dollar na yeso ye danyankopon a ohata soro ase say wa mienko yi obia na nipa a wo se wache dollar dia said edem no alokin ene ye hwe de obebesa be ka fa dollar ho na odi aye elections and as a campaign message ye hwe de nkofo no be ka edi afa the economy ho na uja oni akufu uja oman ho akono na anwa gallon yesɛn na ene anwa gallon yesɛn na emo 5 kilos no na yesɛn ene emo 5 kilos no yesɛn na cement super rapid no de na ne boarding no 42 hours na yesɛn wo free ho no ene yesɛn san komo no ne ne nkofo we bedi me say the era na mo deceive Ghana for ki kan sem fa Kwame Nkrumah ho ye gina so de to ana say ye di mo chikotu Kwame Nkrumah ban to gu ye e bi nsi bio e wo Ghana e bi nsi bio de mo nya dia na mo nya dia e bi mo dia dane stroke o mo de tete ho a o mo nsa achiachi a o mo san e kasa fa ye politics no sa suban na mo bekom sa era no is gone at drop time no a na ye ka asem to nipa so a it take 4-5 weeks na enokra ni nyamae no enye ne ene kwaku baako ontimi nko draw JJ say JJ ehye pants white ena oda insume ade a o consult ma me water me wo prime JHS 1 or so kwaku baako mo koye newspapers na JJ eda insume no that front page ena wo hye a friend say you know what boss say napios a day at the JJ a consult Miami water. These were the things I know they captain nipa drain na nipa jina so akwa akoto aba onka bibia mfa economy no ho onka bibia mfa standard of living ho onka bibia mfa inflation ho or the emotions or the tribal sentiments na or the fuel election campaign ene esi enunti na 2024 no na enkomo ni mu odin ema baomia ene napo no edu besi ya eda foforo be friend sen ne no be sensia I also the Charlotte plan also the you people use their own games to sell it to them. NPP don't want Ghana to progress. And yes, it is true. Boarding pass contains names of the city. Yes, Kotoka Eniso. Obi said Nana Kwame classic. Nana Kwame, thank you so much. It was very good time. You know, Nana Kwame. Yes, such a hardworking and handsome guy. Tino. Yebesa atia. Kobroni wo friend say Kunsu ono ye NDC chairman. Kobroni o kwan no yebema aban no be ye kwan na ma wo. From Boatin Krum, Kunsu Boatin Krum to saa baabi ani road anyinanyini honum no. Yesi yebema aban na ye na aban no de beje saa constituency no ade aka seat a aban no wo e wo Asantuma mu no. Nti Kobroni you any free so. Yɛbɛka kyerɛ NDC aban no sɛ mankranso ɛhɔ no kora yɛ mankranso no constituency no kora yɛ dɛ mankranso constituency no ɛnyɛ adugyama mankranso constituency no kora yɛ dɛ oh ɔmo ne di ankasa wɔ nti ɛbɛhyɛ da yɛ episode ɛkwan a yɛakɔtwitwa every some of the districts no ɛne constituencies ni bi a ɛwɔ sɛ aban no ɛyɛ de ma amanfoɔ no yɛbɛka ho asɛm. I'm say 2028 no. We ɛbɛka bɛyɛ 15 seats and ɛbɛwɔ NPP for nsɛm wɔ Ashanti region. 2028 me say ɛbɛka 15 seats ɛwɔ Ashanti region ɛne yɛde bɛma NPP for. Na yɛ a no ma bɛka kyerɛ yɛn sɛ Ghana for bɛto aba bɛdi ama ɔmo bio. Yɛbɛgye tepa seat no. Mankranso seat no yɛbɛgye. Sɛ yɛagye adugyama. Mankranso seat no me say yɛbɛgye ɛde aka ho. Yɛbɛgye tepa. Ti mo ntro nto ho. Fi sɛ yɛbɛtena hɔ no mama watwitwa saa ntro no bio. Nti narrative na yɛde aba no. Moyɛ de akotuka no ɛbɛkɔ. Nti no mopa mo nsu. Ebia in your dreams no moba power in your dreams a no ma besesa din no. Ofi sɛ yɛbɛtena hɔ ma moba power bio. Ghana for say ɔmo ne Diana Hamilton ɛnwom no yɛ adwen sɛ ahayo ahaye. Moma yɛ nyinaa yɛnto sɛ ahayo aha ɛyɛ yakra obi bia ɛbɛsɛ sia adaro a yɛbɛto ne din sɛ ɛnɛ no yɛbɛyɛ dɛ yɛbɛhyia enti yakra mo